You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Thank you, Marshall. Since leaving the day job, and this podcast was requested by Dub B. Trey. And, he was asking, it'd be nice to hear about, just how I've been doing things since the day job. Because if anybody remembers, I think I talked about it. I had a day job for a long time. Even though I was still running my business, I was, still needed a day job. I would say the business itself could cover bills. Like, the business itself could cover my bills. But, if I wanted to do things like eat, have gas, have enough money for Taco Bell for a young lady, I still needed the day job. And then, just needed the extra money and stuff anyway. Right? But it was funny. I left the day job back in, when did I leave it? June. But ironically, as I'm making this podcast today, I could have left it last January. Like, I made enough to cover bills and food and everything by last January. But I actually stayed on it for another 6 months, because then it got to the point, every single penny I made on the day job went right to my savings. And something I had learned from my grandmother coming up, she said, if you can have a part-time job, even if you're making a lot of money, if you can have a part-time job, that's your play money, you can buy extra stuff. Like this woman that she gave that advice to on my street, even though she had a government job, she had her kids were grown, so they didn't need her to take care of them like that. So she just worked even though she was an older lady, she worked on a part-time job just cleaning buildings. And she made so much money that she was able to buy property. She was able to buy cars. I mean, she had a lot of stuff going on. She had a lot of stuff going on. So I always took that lesson. But then what made me just finally leave is it was just I needed to expand on the business, doing the videos and the podcast and writing and everything. I just needed time, because usually the thing about doing these videos and podcasts, once I make them, which only take like a few hours, like with recording and editing and all of that, and upload them, I don't really have anything to do. But it did get to that point. Now, one of the things since leaving, it's not even a money issue. It's just getting used to not doing certain things. Like, I had at the day job, I had a routine. I had a place I'd stop in the morning, get some food or some gas or whatever I had to get. Had a routine for what I did during my lunch hours. Like when I came home and everything, and you get used to it. And I thought about that because I had planned to do this podcast since last week. And it was funny, this past Sunday, like part of my routine, I worked a regular, work week like everybody else. One of my routines was certain things I did on Sunday nights. Like, one of the things I would do on Sunday nights is go to bed early. I would start off the week right and, iron my clothes because, I always had to look good. And, iron my shirts, get the neckties ready and all that good stuff, right? But I found myself almost ready to do that. It's like, I was sitting on the couch and I was like, man, shit, let me get up here and iron my pants for the week. And I was like, oh, wait, what am I doing? And you talking months after I stopped working where I was working. And I thought about that too. I was just like, wow, because part of the thing is it's not even so much changing what you're doing or even routine, but your body gets used to a certain rhythm. And even to this day, it's hard to break that, because every now and then on a Sunday, there was that urge to go to sleep early. Like, I used to go to sleep around 7 o'clock on a Sunday. All right, seriously, went to bed. The only reason I don't do it now because I watch Star Trek Discovery. and that's not available until 8:30 Eastern time. Great show. I should do a review on it on my other channel. But no, it's you just change your rhythm, changing how you eat. Just have to. One of the things you have to do is you still have to put yourself on a type of schedule. You still have to put. It's like I would say now, biggest difference is the time I allocate towards lunch breaks is just longer than what it was. But at the same time, I got more freedom to break stuff. Because one thing on the day job, by law, you have to take a break. You have to take a break, or at least have it clocked in a break. Some people work through their lunches and stuff. But yeah, so that was one of the things. But see, the thing is, I don't have to take breaks. I can just work all day. Like today, I'll probably, as I'm recording this, the day I'm recording this, I'll probably have to work all day. And, work for me is just making videos and writing articles. It's not really work. It's just a matter of getting out there and doing it. But your rhythm changes up, and especially if you're self-employed, because you don't have a boss checking on you. You don't have a boss checking on you or a boss telling you this or that. And so you have to be very self-motivated to get stuff done. You have to get, and that can be a way some people get in trouble. Some people ain't used to doing stuff. Their whole rhythm is according to the boss. Thankfully, on the day job, I had a whole lot of autonomy. And all that, it was pretty much a case I just told supervisors and stuff like, oh, this is what I'm going to be doing today, okay? And, though I did have one supervisor, he didn't know the order of things. I had to set him straight. But anyway, no, it's pretty cool. It's got a good rhythm. Usually make videos and podcasts in the morning. Go work out, because I need to actually work out harder now. Because the nature of my last job, I was on my feet a lot, So now I actually have to work out a bit harder, and plus, it's the only side effect of making money is you get to eat a lot better and fancier. And I'm just like, okay, so now I gotta have a more regular workout schedule now. I gotta work out harder, be mindful of that now. But it's a different change. But the biggest thing is really just changing your body and the body rhythms and everything. That's the biggest deal. So, but you know what? It's worth everything. And one, you have the ultimate responsibility. Like when you're on any job, we all know. I mean, I worked in the government. I swear, shoot, we could probably save a lot of money from the deficit if people were made to work. There's a lot of people, and people who work in the government know what I'm talking about. You had people regularly going on 3-hour lunch breaks. Regularly. Government workers, long time, 3-hour lunch breaks. Barely doing anything. They might be good to do. If they did 3 hours of work in supposedly 8 hours of time, that was a hard day for them. Or on any job, I don't care what it is, you figure out ways around shit, right? But you still gonna get paid. That's the problem. Especially a lot of jobs, it's hard to fire somebody. Like whether it's retail, government, office work, whatever. You get a lot of downtime. Only thing with me is downtime for me means I'm not doing something. I work harder. Just doing what I do. I actually work harder because if I'm sitting still, I'm probably taking a nap. So I'm always doing something, thinking about something, and be on my videos and podcasts, answering comments, always doing something. I noticed I have a TV, but it's very... Well, except for watching my girl Lauren Lake, I don't really watch that much TV. So, check out my show Black Lightning, check out Star Trek Discovery, but that's on the computer. But, but the thing is it's worth it because I'm totally responsible for my life. I got sovereignty. I have some leverage. No one really has total control over their life, but I have leverage in my life. You know, work when I want, do what I want. Have the ability to tell people no. So anyway, right? That's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Let's go make that money.